Now that the calendar reads November, you may be thinking, gee, what do I do with that pumpkin? Well, here's the thing, you don't necessarily have to get rid of it. There are actually ways that you can recycle it. The mad dash to get a Halloween pumpkin is over.
For a while they couldn't keep enough of them around here, they would be selling quite that fast.
Varner's is just one of a large number of places that sold pumpkins before Halloween. Mid-October tends to be the busiest time of the year for picking the perfect pumpkin for the porch.
Generally about 10 days before Halloween is when it starts to really decline quite quickly, and then you're just getting the last people doing that waited to the last minute.
And now that it's November, pumpkins have been pushed aside and replaced with thoughts of Thanksgiving or even Christmas. But the Halloween pumpkin does not need to sit out and rot. There are several ways that it can be recycled.
If you haven't carved them already, certainly you can make a pie out of them, you can roast the seeds and do things like that.
For pumpkins that are already carved, as long as the pumpkin isn't rotting, the meat of the pumpkin can be used to make homemade pumpkin puree, which then goes into several recipes, including pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin chili, pumpkin bread. The list goes on. You can also pickle the rind of the pumpkin. But once the pumpkins experience the cold, that's when they start to rot.
Certainly pumpkins don't like to be frozen. Once they freeze, they'll start deteriorating rather quick too, and same thing with heat and things like that. So the cold will eventually get them pretty quickly. It just depends on how fast it gets cold.
For pumpkins that are a little questionable, they can be left somewhere for wildlife, as many wild animals like to feast on them. Now, if you have smaller Halloween accessories like gourds or small pumpkins, those can last a little bit longer, even up to Thanksgiving. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll show you another thing Varner's is selling up until the Thanksgiving holiday. Reporting in Cass County, I'm Lynette Grant, WSBT 22 News.